Welcome back. Tonight I'm obsessed with how we're no longer obsessed over the things President Trump says. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, we've already talked about the president's tweet today that, quote, Attorney General Jeff Sessions should stop this rigged witch hunt right now before it continues to stain our country any further. Well, imagine the outrage among Republicans if Barack Obama had said something like that about Benghazi, or the outrage among Democrats if George W. Bush had said something like that about torture of Iraqi prisoners. Are we being conditioned to not be outraged by outrageousness by this president anymore? Last night, President Trump gave a speech in Tampa. How is there not folks up in arms by this absurdity?
Democrat Party, they want to abolish ICE. In other words, they want to let MS-13 rule our country. That's not going to happen.
Or there was this sort of fantasy, if you call it.
Remember the attack on Merry Christmas? They're not attacking it anymore. Everyone's happy to say Merry Christmas, right? And that's only because of our campaign.
Literally, Bill O'Reilly invented that controversy. It does not exist anyway. How about this dishonesty?
Fake news, fake news. They are fake.
Look, you may say you're exhausted from the outrage, and we get it. But when you ignore this, you get this. And this kind of unfocused, visceral anger at the other side, or really neutral people like folks in the press corps, it can lead to this. Look, according to today's Washington Post, President Trump has made 4,229 false or misleading claims in 558 days in office. It's an average of 7.6 a day. This is not normal. We shouldn't be in the business of just shrugging our shoulders and normalizing it. Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Beat the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.